What's bracking, man? I got another haircut tutorial, and this one is called Easy Money. Now, if you're wondering why this says Easy Money, head ass. No, so look, I'm gonna talk over this whole thing. I'm not really gonna explain it because like the last 1,000 videos I have is the same thing. This is just a bald fade from a 1.5. From bald to 1.5. So it's pretty simple. Clipper all the way open, slowly close. Zero guard all the way open, slowly close. One, slowly close. That's it. And then he just gets the tips cut. But let me tell you guys a quick story, right? So this guy, I can't remember his name right now. Please forgive me. He used to come in and just get a 1 all the way up to the line, right? And he's been to where I work before a bunch of times. This is just the first time that I got him, right? So he sits in my chair. What's up, bro? You know what's going on? He's like, can I just get a 1 all the way around? And I was like to the line and like no fade, And he's just like, what's a fade? I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, there's not too much you can do with just a 1. I mean, like it looks cool, but if I could make a suggestion, I would do like a 0 at the bottom. He's like, oh, I never done that before. So I gave it to him, and he was ecstatic. He's like, yo, this is so cool, man. Like, this is so awesome. Like, wow, no one else has ever said this to me. And that kind of just got me thinking. So before, let's backtrack a little bit. So I've been in school since February of last year. So we're coming up on 1 year. And then I got my job at Roosters in February, March, in April. So I was at school for 2 months, got a job at Roosters. The rest is history. So when I was there, my main focus was, what can I do to be different? Because I'm not even a professional yet. All these people have been cutting hair. I'm sure they're amazing with the shears. I'm okay. Like, I know how to take hair off. Like, this is before YouTube, before everything. So, I'm watching everybody, and everyone's getting, basically simple haircuts. The only people that were getting, fades and stuff like that was from my boy Mauricio. Shout out to him, man, the GOAT. Anyways, so I'm getting these people like, this is a perfect opportunity to put a fade on somebody, because that was my strongest point in the beginning. I was like, I can give a fade to anybody, it'll look dope, So I started asking people. They'll give me like, let me just get a 4 all around. I'm like, well, can I make a suggestion? And they'll be like, oh sure, like what? And I'm like, well, if I know you like it, a 4 is pretty long, like you can't see any skin. So I'd be like, do you want it to go from like a 2 to a 4? So there's like a little type of transition and stuff like that. Or like people would just get a 1 on the sides. They'll be like, oh, is it okay if I tape to the back? And they'll be like, well, what is that? So a lot of people, man, believe it or not, they might not know what a certain type of thing is. And if you can see it on them that it's gonna look dope, like then suggest it, you know what I'm saying? So that was a lot of the things. Like, everybody around me would ask the person like, oh, do you want to square around in the back? And then at school, it's like, well, is it okay if I give you a taper? Like a taper, any type of bald fade situation. You know what I mean? We're always trying to push, because it looks good. You can't deny that a bald fade looks good, a bald taper in the back, especially with the collared shirt. So anyways, I started giving people bald tapers in the back, and they were just like, oh my god, yo, it's crazy. Can I do this like everywhere, like on my head? I'm like, yeah, bro, So some people, they just don't know until you talk to them or you bring it up to them. So what I'm trying to say is, just because somebody sits in your chair and they say they want a 2 all around, or whatsoever, you can always suggest something, and they're always gonna like it. I probably had maybe 1 or 2 people tell me that they don't want to, like, now they just stick to it because they're either scared or they just don't trust me. I don't know. But I've given like new life to a lot of people at my shop. So I think that's kind of why I'm doing pretty good, like successfully at the shop, because I'm suggesting to people and I'm showing them pictures of like, hey, this is what a lot of people are doing. Like this type of like long hair on top will be cool. A bald fade, like at least tape. Like if you're gonna get a 1 to the side, usually let me taper the back. It'll look sharp. A lot of people, they just want to know that, 1, that it looks like you know what you're doing when you're suggesting stuff. 2, like you want what's best for them. And it's not that you're disagreeing with them or you're like, no, don't do that, do this. You're saying it in the nicest way possible to get a better result for your client, which he's gonna feel good about. He's gonna be like, wow, no one's ever told me, hey, I should get a bald taper in the back, or let's do a fade or anything like that. So especially where I cut hair right here, this is so I live in Illinois, and Lincolnshire is like around like forests and stuff. So it's probably, I think it's like top of the wealthiest like top 10 of all of Illinois, something like that. But anyways, it's just about the environment. I've been putting people onto ball fades and they've loved it. And that's really it for my story time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's pretty short, it's like 5 minutes. So hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that. Hit me up on IG. Okay.